What if I were to tell you there's a place in the Netherlands where students from more than 10 different countries are able to collaborate? And what if I told you they found a solution to Utrecht's orphan bikes, and they come from this very interesting interdisciplinary academic background, where they're able to combine biology and law, or economics and physics, or even philosophy and media studies? My name is Kimberly Snijders, and I can proudly say that I will be the chair of next year's Enactus UCU. The place where diverse interests and academic backgrounds unite and create a very diverse background. To me, Enactus UCU is diversity.
For me, Enactus is inspiring.
To me, Enactus is challenging, but it's also
Exhilarating.
Pioneering.
The next generation leader.
To me, Enactus is motivating.
Enactus is enlightening to me.
Enactus is full of new experiences.
Full of new experiences.
Full of new experiences.
To me, Enactus is a learning process.
For me, Enactus is heartwarming.
Challenging.
Enactus is social to me.
For me, Enactus is impactful.
To me, Enactus is about making a difference.
It's eye-opening.
Be a breath of fresh air in these times of crisis.
To me, Enactus.
For me, Enactus.
For me, Enactus. Enactus for me.
To me, Enactus
And Enactus is...
For me, Enactus is...
To me, Enactus is...
We are the Enactus UCU boards of 2019 to 21, and this is our community.
COVID-19 has created an immense physical distance between our members. And although this has posed various difficulties for our little international community, we have been able to strive forward. For example, the faces you just saw in that video, I've only been able to speak to them online. And I might be standing here by myself today. However, we have found a solution to present our progress to you together with a network of students currently based all over the world. That's why I like to invite you to listen to Madelief and Noes, who will explain a bit more about the past board's experiences and what they have been able to achieve.
This year, Enactus UCU has continued to develop into a dynamic and strongly motivated team. Since we live on an international campus, our team represents the liberal and multicultural outlook that our education system strives to promote. We utilize our differences to create a multidimensional and fresh approach to existing social issues, identifying social needs both locally and globally. When facing obstacles, we continue to fail forward, break boundaries, and strive to achieve our mission, to identify and empower people in need through social entrepreneurship.
The most important focus of this year's board was community building. We established the Enactus UCU community, laid a fruitful foundation for future boards to build on. We did this by means of organizing member events meant for team bonding, such as a murder mystery night and organizing potluck dinners. Furthermore, we organized the very first Enactus UCU workshop day, focused on professional development. We also initiated our tri-weekly meetings, where every 3 weeks the boards and the teams could come together to exchange feedback and ideas. Moreover, each meeting, one of the teams had some spare time they could fill in as they pleased. Some organized a small workshop, others asked for feedback.
We also implemented some changes this year. Firstly, the Enactus UCU board changed their structure to the National Enactus board structure, adding the position of event manager and external relations manager. Secondly, for the first time, the finance team was established as a team separate from other Enactus UCU startup teams. This team is solely focused on raising funds and forming partnerships for Enactus UCU, and managed to raise €1,000 this year. The external relations manager will be the leader of this team, connecting the finance team to the board and ensuring the continuous inflow of funds and information for Enactus UCU.
Lastly, our board would like to celebrate some more successes. One of them being the launch of our very own website, enactusucu.nl. We exited our project abroad, the Baraka fish farm in Kenya, and we did that successfully. And we left them with enough funds to make them become self-sustainable. Furthermore, 2 new startups have risen from the ground, Traveling Theatre and Back on Track. And about that last one, Back on Track, we would like to go into a little bit more detail.
Before we continue, I would like to thank past year's board for the foundation they laid. May it be the backbone to the continuous growth of Enactus UCU. And then now, it's time to talk about this very exciting project. Back on Track has had a very inspiring journey, which encapsulates the Enactus roadmap and Enactus values. That's why I want to show you the faces behind the project that will explain a bit more about their learning experiences and what the project is all about.
Being part of Back on Track taught me lots of things.
By being part of the Enactus group Back on Track, I have improved my problem-solving skills.
Enactus has taught me valuable leadership skills.
From Back on Track, I learned teamwork, determination, and organizational skills.
And being in Back on Track, I learned how to be motivated.
I have become more adaptable and more resourceful.
Teamwork, discipline, especially through Corona.
Enactus UCU has definitely helped me to be more creative.
Overall, it was very rewarding and it taught me a lot.
Back on Track was founded nearly a year ago, and it was founded when we as a group started to critically assess what actually happens with all the waste from bikes, because in the Netherlands almost everyone owns at least one or more bikes. We decided to focus on bike tubes in particular, and we started thinking about how we can reuse these and recycle them or give them a new life. And that's when we thought of the idea of creating bags or laptop cases or pencil cases out of old bike tubes. So right now we're still in the very early stages of our project development. So we have started to design a couple of products and are now really trying to familiarize ourselves with the material that we're working with. We're doing this in collaboration with the Arts Academy in Utrecht called HKU, because they really have the technological know-how and the machinery of so how we can work with the material. The aim of this project is to then sell these bags either on our own website, which hopefully will launch next semester, or we would also love to collaborate with local concept stores that sort of share the same mission that we have, which is really to sort of go against fast fashion and work with sustainability. We really want to work with people that do not have access to the labor market, so we can still give them an opportunity to showcase their knowledge and their skills, and in doing that helping us, and we're also at the same time helping them.
Very exciting projects and a strong foundation will make sure that the Enactus Board of 2020-2021 will be able to take things to new heights. We have 5 goals for the next year. Firstly, we want to create more visibility. This is the goal of last year, and we have been able to get the word of Enactus on UCU, which means that more and more people now know what Enactus is, but they don't really necessarily know what we do on a daily basis, and therefore we want to send them regular updates of what we have been doing the past week, and we want to also organize campus-wide events. Additionally, we want to expand on our current projects, PROW, Back on Track, and Traveling Theatre. We think they're very promising, and with a few tweaks they will be ready to go from the ideation phase to the pilot phase. However, in order to do so, they will need extra funds. That's why we want to improve the Enactus financial team. The Enactus financial team has already been able to achieve a lot, but now, together with the external relations manager, they will be able to give the projects what they need in order to succeed. So, for example, partners or funds to make sure that they are able to be a successful startup. Fourthly, we have been able to get a new project going. We are already starting to brainstorm about what social problems we want to attack, and we think that there is a lot of possibilities at Enactus UCU. I think that it's very promising. Lastly, we want to build strong foundations for future boards. Enactus UCU has been going for quite some time. However, we feel like we're kind of getting in a slur where we fall into the same gaps. That's why we want to build, for example, a multi-year plan, and we also want to professionalize our organization. Of course, at the moment, these are just promises. However, I hereby want to ensure that next year we will be standing here together to show you the impact we were able to make. Hopefully with a little bit less physical distance, but just as united.